in many Jewish schools throughout our history, they would begin teaching the students the book of Vayikra, Leviticus, which is this week's Torah portion. In this week's Torah portion, it talks a lot about sacrificial offerings, karbanos, and goings on in the temple. And the questions asked is, if you're teaching the children for the first time about Judaism, something, what would you think they would teach them? Teach them about creation, Adam and Eve, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the story of the Exodus. There's so much there to teach. Why focus on the sacrificial offerings in the Holy Temple? And a beautiful answer is given. One of the answers is that the sacrificial offerings was something holy. It was the holy temple, something that was more than just the mundane goings on of life. This was something that was hard to explain. There was miracles going on in the temple. We had to be a mamlechas kohanim. We were a holy people, a goy kadosh, we're a holy nation. And the answer is given that we're trying to teach the children a very important lesson, is that being Jews, we were chosen by God. We are his chosen people. We are the special holy nation that is able to give sacrifices. And we're able to do it in the temple. We have a temple where incense was going straight up to heaven. So many things that were going on was beyond our explanation. It was only God that was present there that made all this happen. And this is a beautiful lesson for us living in 2018, is that we live in a society where there's anti-Semitism, and in general, children feel like, I'm happy to be Jewish, but I don't mind if it's a little bit in the background. I don't want everyone to know for fear of whatever it may be, maybe being a little embarrassed. But when we teach the children is that you realize who you are. You were chosen by God. Our ancestors were chosen by God to be a special nation, to receive this beautiful Torah, to perform, do the sacrifices in the temple. When we teach our children this, it gives them a sense of Jewish pride. Don't be embarrassed. Be prideful of the fact that we're Jewish. Now imagine, let's say one of your children found out that they were actually, you're a prince and you're a princess. All the little girls, they don't want to be princesses, My daughter is like that. Now imagine they're actually told you actually are a princess. Wow, how proud this child or children would be. But we have to teach our children and really understand it ourselves, to educate ourselves to believing this and understanding this, and then we can pass it on to our children, is that we are kings and queens. We are a priestly people. We're a holy nation. And I think by doing so, by transmitting that message to our children, don't be embarrassed. Be proud. We weren't chosen by a government or a people to be kings and queens. We're chosen by God Almighty himself. We are that holy nation, and to be proud of it and to always remember that. Never to be embarrassed, and to talk about it proudly. And I think by doing so, we will instill our children with a sense of Jewish pride, and they will want to pass that on to the next generation and so on and so forth. I wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful week.